The horror stories that recur because they have truth to them are that until January 1st of this month, this year, in New Mexico, it was conceivable that an organization that owned the mineral rights on your property could appear one morning with trucks and personnel and equipment and begin to drill a well pretty much where they wanted on your property. January 1st, the Surface Owners Protection Act in New Mexico came into effect, and it gives you as the surface owner some rights. They're limited, and you'll hear about what they are pretty soon. Among other things, it gives you 30 days notice and the ability to negotiate with the owner of the mineral rights about what happens on your property. If you can't reach an agreement after a period of time, and I'm simplifying it here, the owner of the mineral rights can do what the owner of the mineral rights needs to do to get to what is rightfully his or hers.
Buenos dias, Dios. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I am a member of a sixth-generation ranching family, and the reason I'm here today is not to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you what's happened to me and answer any questions that you might have. These two men, fifth and sixth generation ranchers on the same land in northwestern New Mexico from the 1800s all the way through the 1900s, and now we're in the 21st century. So we have a long history of being on the land. If we were not good stewards, we would not still be on the land. This right here is a map of our ranch. It's in the fairway of the largest natural producing gas field in North America. In San Juan County, which is the size of the state of Connecticut, we sent out of our county for the last 2 years $8.2 billion, ladies and gentlemen. That's bigger than state budgets. Now behind that money are the most powerful industries on the face of the earth. British Petroleum, ConocoPhillips, Chevron Texaco, ExxonMobil. $8.2 billion, the big boys are in play. Not your case down here, yet. Every one of those white dots, every one of those white lines are a road, a well path, or a pipeline. That encompasses 50 sections and 32,000 acres. Less than 5% of it is private land. This is the heart of our range. Has a major pipeline corridor through it with 8 30-inch pipelines running all the time, north and south, east and west. These are the kind of pits that you have for produced water from coal bed methane wells. They run anywhere from 2 to 7 acres, depending on the size of the location. They have compressors on them that run night and day. Water in San Juan County, I don't know what you're going to have here, but the water in San Juan County is deadly. Heavy metals, high salt content, you put it on the land and it's sterilized. It's dead. I put this picture in, and this is the first time I've ever used this because this is the first time I've really ever talked to a residential area that may have this fight in their back door. But I don't know if you can see along the skyline, those are anywhere from $500,000 to $2 million homes. Down here is a coal bed methane well with a compressor that runs night and day. Where is it? This is in Farmington. This is on Farmington Hills. And I didn't bring you pictures of the poor parts of town. But well locations don't look anything like that. Yes, ma'am.
How far away can you hear those compressors?
2 miles, depending on, a lot of it depends on where it's located, how well the sound is around it, and what the vegetation is around it. But generally, they clear a well site because, number one, they don't want forest fires to come and blow up their wells. So there's a lot of cleared area all the way around the well locations as a rule. But you can hear them for up to 2 miles. We have these kind of things all over our range. Although they are company that I go and I talk to that this is what you're gonna have. Are they cleaned up? No. But they are cleaning them up. And how they clean them up is generally they fill up the hole and spread clean dirt or gravel over it. It's not the cleanup that you and I would like to see. I can take you on any part of my ranch at any time, at any month, and I will give you a map and you can point to where you want to go. And I can promise you, before we get to the well location that you're pointing at, that you will see something like this, probably many like this. Is it illegal? Gosh, yes. Are there rules and regulations that protect us? Of course there are. Is there any enforcement? Not one flippin' bit. That kills an animal immediately, because that's antifreeze. I have over 3,000 pictures like this. They went to Washington, they went to our congressional delegation, they went to our OCD office, they went to our state office. I have testified at every kind of hearing that you can testify and show these same kind of pictures, and they say, we're working on that. Trust me, pipelines that leak, the salt water, when it disseminates across the well location, and when we do get rain, it washes off of the well locations. We have such a problem with erosion and noxious weeds that all the sedimentation goes to the two major drainage areas, the San Juan River and the Almas River.
Where's the salt water come from?
It's produced water that comes out of the coal bed methane strata. They have to separate the coal bed methane water from the gas in order to make it profitable. Now, I've got a picture of our cattle drinking the contaminated water. Okay, so we report this. We bring OCD out, we bring the company man out, and we're out there. Everybody's pulling samples. Now, let me tell you what happened with those samples, because you were asking about enforcement. Well, our samples go into an independent lab. OCD samples are pulled at the same time, and BP samples are pulled at the same time. BP samples went to a lab and came back with no contamination. Our samples went to the lab and came back full of contamination. OCD didn't send theirs in.
What does OCD stand for?
Oil Commission Division of New Mexico.
What kind of contaminants were they in the water?
Major petroleum products that cause abortion and death. There's a nursing calf. They lose their hair, they have a tremendous fever. And when you autopsy them, the ulcers from the inside of the stomachs have eaten out. And if it's doing that to livestock, it's doing it to water. All of our roads are flat-bladed. Erosion is rampant throughout the entire ranch, which causes water sedimentation. Any place on the ranch that you go, this is what you find. There is no harvesting of the water. When you flat blade a road, that means you just get it off the road as quick as you can. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a pitchfork here. And there's a little ribbon tied on. That's how deep the ruts were. They have a 6-inch rule. You were asking about enforcement. There's a 6-inch rule on the book that says when the mud gets 6 inches, there's no activity in the field. There's exceptions for everything in San Juan County. It's not our job to police the oil and gas fields and the government entities that are supposed to be doing their job. If you get in this fight, you have to know ahead of time. And number one, you're liable to have trouble with your family if they happen to be here and have a different attitude. You're for sure going to have trouble with some of your neighbors. You're going to take on state government, you're going to take on the federal government, and you're going to take on the largest industry on the face of the earth. And so you have to be willing to fight, or they're going to run over the top of you. But I truly believe that by uniting our voices together and saying, no, you're not going to destroy us, you have a chance.